Go program confirmed. Go with throttle up.
You are now listening to the Dirtbag block of rock.
Yeah, it could be worse. You like that?
Yeah, I know.
Had to think about
Definitely.
it. Had to think about it for a half a second. It's kind of like, could it really be worse or no? I don't know. Well, hey man, I appreciate you taking out the time today to rap with us out. Yeah, what's going on with you lately?
I've got a new EP I plan out putting next year. I have a music video for the current EP.
Yep.
Bring on the Fear for the title song I'm working on. That'll probably be out in January.
Okay.
But right now, there's Gone Mad. One of the singles is out for the music video on Vivo. And, just pushing that EP and doing some online things. Been teaching guitar lessons and doing mixing and recording, everything digitally with all the COVID stuff going on. So, they keep me busy, I guess, on that front. But, yeah, it's tough. There's no in-person, meeting anymore.
I've been hearing that from everybody. They're just kind of like, you know what? I've got it from I'm burnt, dead, tired to, like you were saying, you've had the opportunity to spend some time in the studio, which is awesome. But it's like, you're a musician, man, and you've been doing it for a while now. And the Jones to get up there and perform is like what you do. Yeah,
that's the core of it. But when I first started, I don't know why. Maybe it's because I took more of the solo artist route. But I always said I was a recording artist because that stems back from my film background or just the love of movies and things and scores and all that kind of stuff. So I'm always like, I don't know, in the back of my head, even back when I was first starting 18 or whatever, I was like, I can always record and be a recording artist and put out music and stuff, even if because I didn't really know if I could get gigs and stuff back then because I was just starting out. I didn't really know how it worked.
Right.
So now it kind of comes in handy a little bit,
Just a wee bit, right? So so have you done all the mastering, or who are you going through? Because your production on these EPs are sounding really good.
Thanks. I've been recording and mixing everything myself. Mastering is through. He's a producer too, Robert Venable. He's worked with a lot of different Christian rock bands and Kelly Clarkson and a bunch of people, and so he's the guru on that. Mastering's not really my thing, but I love mixing. I love recording, and the drums. I always have a different drummer, so he does that in his studio and he shoots that over, and then everything else is schemed up here.
There you go, man. It sounds really, really good. It sounds like you're ready to rock and roll on that side. I'm pleasantly surprised to hear how well the production is.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. I don't have pro gear either. It's the stuff that you use and know how to use it, and it's on the mixing end too. It's a lot of. I must have the last record I remixed it maybe 3 or 4 times just because I was on that learning curve,
Sure.
And I wanted to do things more myself because I kind of had to. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to keep doing this. And then now, like this new EP, like, I don't know, just everything, like the guitars and stuff are a lot more thicker and clearer, and it just keeps evolving as I don't know, the skills and the gear evolves, put it that way.
There you go. So you're turning in quite the mixologist.
A little bit. I like it. I really do. I just got hired to do an acoustic and bongo and vocal demo. So that kind of stuff I love to mix.
Nice.
You don't have to deal with the world of drums and room sounds and all that kind of
True.
stuff. But
so you're
I
wearing,
like it, though.
So
cool.
Are you wearing a lot of black? You wearing that black beret? Maybe have a, French cigarette hanging out of your mouth and, hey, I'm here to play.
Rambo.
Yeah, exactly. I'm here to, mix the bongos for you.
I always think of Colonel Troutman from Rambo. I don't know. I always like him a little better.
There you go. Okay, we can do that. That's cool, man. That's
Make
cool.
Billy go, puke, Rambo.
That's very cool, man. Very cool. So you have done stuff in film, and dive into a little bit of that, man. What's because it's kind of like a genesis of that's brought you and still keeping you busy, I would assume, especially with your techniques that you've learned.
Yeah, I mean, it started with the movie The Crow. You know, I seen that movie and I was like, you know, what's that guy playing that instrument on the rooftop? So that's really what got me into guitar. And then the side of that is the soundtrack and stuff, you know, that type of music from the 90s and the filmmaking of that movie. You know, that Batman 89, Terminator, Aliens, you know, huge influence on the look and things, and even the music, the atmosphere, all that kind of stuff, the characters. So I just started with a VHS camera, and then, you know, it's a building thing. You know, I got all my friends from school and stuff to be in my old movies, and, you know, reenacting some of your favorite movies from Halloween or whatever, and Jason and Freddy and stuff. So, and I just kept with it, and by now it comes handy because I'm actually directing, filming, and editing the new music video for Bring On the Fear. So okay. It's you know, it's a bigger task. I've always had the story outlets, an idea in my head of how it's going to look and stuff, but I've always had somebody else direct and edit. Okay. And now I'm kind of taking the reins of that. But I've acted in some as an extra, you know, in a few theatrical films and a few like low budget horror movies and things, different projects. Some pitch stuff nobody will ever see either.
Right.
But it's cool. I like it all.
Very hip, very hip. So you would say that doing all of that does influence kind of like your storytelling and your songs?
A little bit. I would say more of the music style, but the songs I always pick kind of subjects in a way. I mean, there's always like a theme each song. It seems like the last two EPs are a little more of a stab to the industry. I mean, like the new single Gone Mad is, we've all did the Battle of Bands where it's completely rigged or some contest, you know, you see it on TV and stuff all the time, that you know, it doesn't matter the music. It's just, if you sold the most amount of tickets, you automatically win, you know, that kind of stuff.
Oh yeah.
The band is the niece of the judge or something like that. And you're like, what the heck? You know what I mean? Right. So that's where I got that information from, or influenced by. And then the other one, like Set Me Free on that record, was, you know, the signing your life away, not so much deal with the devil, but, you know, it's they have control. You know, once you sign that, you're... Oh, you, my friend, are owned, my man. Yeah. That is all about indentured servitude right there. Yep. Total control. But then again, it's kind of like if you want to, you have to pay the piper to get, you know, some kind of distance somewhere, somehow. Yeah. Yep. That's true. I've had a few really bad offers like that, and I've had one that I was considering, but I don't know. I've never been signed or anything, you know, yet. So it's got to be right. I have to be able to own at least some of my own songs. You know what I mean? Well, absolutely. I mean, you can make you're definitely making a splash with this last EP. So there's people looking at you and have heard you. So being independent isn't far-fetched to get along, you know. Yeah. I'm not against the whole thing. I mean, I do, if somebody treats you right, I mean, I would be totally game, you know, especially if it's going in a different direction. My music, kind of what I did now, kind of stands where it is, you know, sure. And then we move on somewhere else, then that would be fine, you know. So let's talk about this new EP, brother. Where's the direction of this one? Is there still industry angst? I don't know yet. I only had one song so far with lyrics that's finished. The single's done. There's going to be a kind of throwback metal intro. It's like a 2.5-minute instrumental, just metal type intro. Nice. And then the single is not metal. It's more rock, kind of borders the hard rock still, but somehow, you know, track 1, track 2, when you play it together, it just fits. So that's where it's starting off. I have 2 other songs written. The one is kind of like, maybe like a Power Man kind of thing going on, or similar to my song Rise a little bit. It's a little darker, a little weirder. Mm-hmm. I was a fan of Full Devil Jacket, which I worked with Day of Fire, which was the singer. He went over to that band.
Nice.
So it's that style of Drowning Pool, that kind of stuff is definitely in that song. And then the other one I was writing is, I don't know, it's maybe like more like a Creed or Stained, or it's more acoustic oriented, but with electric too.
Nice. Can't wait to hear it, man. It's gonna be, I mean, if it's gonna be anything close to what you've done, it's gonna be really, really good. I got to admit.
Thanks, man.
Oh, you got it. So what else you got going on? You want to tell the big fat world where to find your grease?
Yeah, you can go to frankpalangi.com. That's Palangi. I use Yahoo. I tell everybody Yahoo. So Yahoo me. You can Google. That's all right. And
Yahoo is a chocolate syrup, man. Or it's a drink or something.
Caramel.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm on everywhere on iTunes, Amazon, all those places. I have signed CDs on my website. Trying to think of T-shirts through threadless.com. And every social media pretty much you can think of. It's all me. I handle all the messages and stuff. But the most ones I'm on are Facebook and Instagram, but you can follow me everywhere else.
Very cool. I appreciate the time. I appreciate the music. Sounds really good. It's a wee bit, I don't want to say throwback, but it's a consistent hard rock theme, what I've heard, and it sounds really good. So everybody needs to go and grab this EP that's out, and when the new one comes out, do not hesitate to throw down some coinage.
Definitely. Digital currency nowadays.
Hey, now, look at you getting all Bitcoin on everybody, right?
Well, I didn't mean that. Not as far as that, but...
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Well, very cool, my friend. I appreciate it.
Hey, what's going on? This is rocker Frank Palangi here. You are listening to Gone Mad right here on the Dirtbag Block of Rock. Go!
Look what's on that TV screen. Hypnotized by the modern fad. Was a child gone all mad? Bring on fear. I wanna scream. Does it ever seem? When the best thinking how we can be. Living lives, that's why I cry. All this to tell it down mad. Are you in control of your show? Forced to feed on every vote. Rigged to say that it's so close. Can't be the thing that's by the soul. Bring on fear. Make it clear. Does it ever seem? We're the best thinking how we can be. Living lives, that's why I cry. 'Cause all this truth telling gone mad.
music from Age of Fire and other Dirtbag artists, visit dirtbag.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Dirtbag Clothing 1996. The Block of Rock is brought to you by Dirtbag Clothing, sponsored by EMG Pickups.